Pain is necessary for evolving. Pain is necessary for evolution. You need pain. Pain is one of the greatest feelings. It is one of the greatest teachers. It is one of the greatest mentors a person can have in their lifetime. And this is across the board. This is not just for me. It's not just for you. It is for everybody. It is one of the greatest lessons, feelings that the Creator has given us to feel. When we feel pain, when we feel hard things to do, when we feel sorrow and we suffer, a lot of you think too much, yeah? You have too many, you sway in too many different pathways. You go here, you think about this, you think about this. You think you have all this time to kill, then you become depressed, and then you ask yourself, why? Why am I depressed? Why am I sad? Oh, I just want to do this, I want to do that. Shut up. Stop. Stop swaying left and right. Stop going left and right. Narrow yourself into a pattern. Narrow yourself into a way. Into a way that you believe is correct, such as doing something great, relevant in this world, becoming someone of relevance, doing something of value for others. You believe that your life on this world is permanent, that you believe that you sway from this place to that place, you jump from that level to this level. You think about all these useless things, you have all these useless conversations for what? All for you to end up sitting one day and think, what have I done with my life? What have I accomplished with my life? And become depressed and sad. We don't feel sad for you. We don't feel sorry for you. Just because your brain is wired differently, wired as the masses, just because of all this propaganda you've been propagated has influenced you and has taken control of your thoughts and your patterns of thinking, we don't feel bad for you, right? The only way that you can get out of this rut is by feeling amounts of pain. And I do not mean by physically you touching a stove, oh, that was hot, that was hurtful. That is not what I mean, fools. I mean pain that makes you evolve. Pain that develops your willpower and discipline within yourself. Pain such as going to the gym regularly. You need to understand that your minds are twisted, your minds are fried. You have TikTok brain, and you need to rewire yourself and build strong neural pathways and connections in your head. In order to do this, you must pursue a task at hand, one task at a time. You must complete one task at a time instead of thinking there. Think how long you can think of one thing at a time and just think of that same thing. Whatever it is, if you're at work, if you're at a computer job or whatever, how long are you able to perform the task at hand before you lose focus, before you have to pick up the phone, before you have to do something else? You rationalize within your head, oh yeah, I'm just taking a quick break, or I'm just doing this quickly. No! You have TikTok brain. You have fried brains. You cannot focus. You cannot pursue one path at a time. You have to do all these different things. You're pulled here, you're pulled there. You don't know where you're going in life. And then within a few years, you sit down and you're like, damn, I didn't do shit with my life. I didn't become shit with my life. I didn't accomplish shit in my life. I don't feel better. I haven't evolved at all. And you become depressed and sad, and you want people to feel sad for you. That is not the case. That is not what's going to happen. Yeah? I mean, that is what happens for the majority of you. But I am saying that it is not reality. Reality is you getting out of this rut. You getting out of this mess. And the way you get out of it is by feeling pain. Doing things that you don't want to do. Doing things you don't want to do, but doing it like you love it. That's the quote I've seen. And that is a very beautiful, beautiful quote. Doing things you don't want to do, but doing it like you love it. It betters you. It restricts all these patterns of thoughts, all these wild thoughts that you have. And now you pursue one realm, one mode of thought. You pursue one pathway instead of a million different others. You don't even know why you pursue the current pathways you pursue. You probably just pursue it because the masses do. You don't even know who you are. You don't know what thoughts that you have on a daily basis. Like, you have all these different thoughts on a day-to-day basis. And 99% of them, I can guarantee, are useless. Why do you even think those things? Why do you even go down that road? Why do you even have those conversations with those people? When you know they're not good for you. When they know they're not going to give you any value in life at all. But you still choose to pursue and converse with them. It doesn't make sense to me. The only way that you can get yourself out of this rut is by feeling pain. Continuously doing things that you don't want to do. You develop new neural connections. You solidify patterns in your brain. Waves of patterns of thinking in your brain. to pursue just one path at a time. And you need that. It helps you to focus. It helps you to pursue one way, one realm, one area of a path, one path at a time. All of you guys are swaying left and right, and that is what and you question yourself why you can't concentrate, why you can't accomplish one thing at a time. It's because you really physically, emotionally, and spiritually you cannot. You're taking in too many different areas, too many different ways of thinking, too many different ways of being. What the pain does is when you feel pain, when you go and lift weights, when you feel all this pain within yourself, you feel all the things that you're thinking go into one direction. It becomes now into a singular mode of thought. The pain at hand is now the greatest thought. It dominates all other useless thoughts. Now this is the mode of thought now. Whatever you are doing, the suffering that you feel inside is the mode of thought. And it helps you to, it rewires your brain from thinking about all of these different things to just one singular thing at a time. A million different things to just one thing at a time. And that is what you need to complete these tasks at hand that I have mentioned. Whatever task at hand it may be. Like a lot of people can't even sit down at dinners and have a or have just regular conversation with one another without picking their phone or scrolling or messaging or being pulled there. It's just, this person is in front of you and you just can't have coherent, deep, intellectual, insightful conversation with them at all because your brain is fried. You can't just sit with them and engage in deep conversation with them. Engaging in deep conversations means you lock with them. You lock in with them and you guys both you guys both travel these realms of thought or conversation together. You can't. Because but before I do that, I gotta send this. You're pulled everywhere. You're pulled in too many different directions. Pain and suffering, it helps you to take all those different ideas and all those patterns of thinking, and it restricts it into one lane, one mode of thought, one modular way of thinking that is needed to complete things one at a time. And this helps not in just like this physical word, but it helps a lot spiritually as well, because the depth that you can gauge your spiritual progress is being able to concentrate at one thought at a time. Most people cannot do that. They cannot concentrate for a singular mode of thought for a few seconds. They have fish brain. It's a real serious problem. All this entertainment and everything in life is just there for you to be pulled, but you just need to detach yourself for a moment and say, I really, do you really care about what's going on there? Do you really, does it provide you any value? 11 times out of 10, the answer is no, it does not. It's just entertainment. You just feel dopamine hits. You must feel true, real dopamine hits by doing things that are hard. Things that are hard to do, things that you do not want to do. You develop as a person, you develop as an individual. The will, the discipline, things of virtue. I know this world doesn't honor these principles like virtue and discipline anymore, but these are real concepts, real characteristics, real skills that matter and are needed. They are needed in life. They are needed for you in order for you to become this individual that you desire to become. If you cannot sit and focus on one thing at a time, how do you believe that you're going to accomplish anything of value, anything of significance? You cannot. Everything valuable that you've completed in your life, whether it's going to school or going to a job, completing a task at hand, requires focus, dedication, discipline, will. And the same way, you have to pursue your own things that you want to do in life, whatever it is, whether it's building a business or being creative, releasing content, or whatever it is. You have to focus and be able to narrow your ways of thinking into this realm that you choose. That is the way. This pain within you, it helps restrict all these random thoughts, so many thoughts that you have, and it restricts it into one. That's what pain is for. And you get used to it until you're just able to think of one thing at a time. You're able to conquer, put all your energy, put all your willpower, all your energy into this one thing at a time and complete it to the best way humanly possible. And the way that you complete it should be an example to others of what humans can accomplish. The way that you complete a hand, or let's say you invent something, it's the human power, the human will that has been put to test. And others should look at it and be inspired by you. They should be like, how can this man do it, complete it? It's because of focus. You focused, you were disciplined enough, you had the willpower enough to complete the task at hand. And that is the way to truly get things done. And that is why pain is one of the greatest feelings that we can feel.